Blurry vision, blurry vision, like I don't even know if I ever would have met you if I didn't get the help that I needed. Like I don't even know if I ever would have gotten the help that I needed if it wasn't about you, if it wasn't somehow about you, if it wasn't just to meet you, if it wasn't just to meet you, would I have ever seen anything the same? Anything, if I didn't have to meet you, and maybe I would have still wanted to, but if I couldn't see, maybe I would have settled for anyone, considering you'd all look the same. I guess if I really couldn't see for the rest of my life, you would really all look the same. You would all look the same. That's kind of weird. You would all look the same. And maybe no one gets it. No one really does. No one ever does. No one really gets it. No one ever does. No one ever does. No one ever does. But if you couldn't see anything, and somebody told you that we're just on a floating rock in the middle of space, maybe you'd believe them. Maybe you'd believe them. Maybe you'd believe them. Maybe you'd believe them. 'Cause they'd never lie to you, would they? If they could see better than you, nobody would lie to you. Nobody would lie to you. Nobody would ever lie to you. Nobody would ever lie to you. Nobody would ever lie to you. Nobody. No, nobody. Nobody would lie to you. Nobody, but they'd all look the same, 'cause none of them would ever lie to you. They'd all be the same, 'cause none of them would lie to you. They'd be the same. They'd all be the same, 'cause none of them would ever lie to you. None of them would ever lie to you, 'cause none of them would ever lie to you. Would I have ever known who to meet if it were never for you? If it were never for you? If it were never for you? Would I have ever known who to meet? Who to meet? Who to meet? Maybe seeing anything at all is just for vanity. Just for vanity, maybe. And maybe that's why people are good or ever smart at anything. Now you're trying to make it work with some guy, but he's pretty sure he's got like 7 to 10 bitches just like you in his Snapchat recommendations alone. It's like you're all the same to him, as deeply as he can see you. 'Cause he really thinks he's got some skills by now. He really thinks he's got some skills by now. And any of them would lie to him. Any of them would lie to him like you're pretty sure you should. And he really wouldn't know the difference. he really wouldn't know the difference. And why be good when you can just replace them? You won't be good if you're always just replacing them. You'll never be good if they know you're just replacing them. They'll never give you feedback if you're really just replacing them. They'll never tell you if you're really good if you're always just replacing them. They won't be back. They won't be back. They won't be back. They're probably just replacing you too. And he really thinks he's good at assuming who you are. And there's so much weird comparison, like he might be competing at also being a girl just like you. Otherwise, why would he have taken so many notes at what it really means to be a girl, and what makes you all similar, and what makes you different? Maybe he's not really looking for a girl. He's probably not. He's probably not. He's definitely not. That would be weird if you thought he were. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. That's why you're all the same. And he really thinks he's good at assuming the type of person that you are, but by now, God, it's gotta be some kind of very obvious disability, but you'd be a terrible person if you ever brought that up, so of course you never will. But it's very obvious that something isn't going well. In all of those brain cells, you can't find a good one. There must be something that isn't going well that you don't know about. There's always something weird you don't know about. You don't know about, but at least he's lying to you, and he'll leave soon. And that's what they all said. At least he's just lying to me, and he'll leave soon. At least he'll leave soon. At least he'll leave soon. At least he'll leave soon. Now he doesn't even know what a real compliment sounds like. Doesn't know how to accept a gift. Doesn't know what it means. Thinks it must really mean something, 'cause it doesn't even happen often. It doesn't even happen often. Doesn't know what he thinks it means. What he thinks it means. Like he might not even trust himself to make it not mean something. Mean something. 'Cause you know, any of those girls, any of them could have meant something. They all really meant something. They meant way more to him than he meant to them. And it's been very obvious. Very obvious. But he can't read a character that much. No matter where he goes, he only gets worse at this. He only gets worse at this. But maybe he can read the guys a little better. The guy is a little better. Maybe he's actually got some skills over there that he doesn't have over here. Maybe he's got some skills over there that he doesn't even have over here. Maybe you'll find something someday that you're actually good at. But if all of the girls are the same, it's probably for some reason. He thinks you'll be shocked if you ever find out. If you ever find out the most obvious answer to some weird questions he makes you ask about him all the time. The truth is, if you're talking to some guy, but you're completely replaceable, and any other girl would also be completely replaceable, if he were less gay, which is perfectly fine that he is, he just doesn't know that yet apparently. But if he were just, not completely gay, then maybe you wouldn't be replaceable. He just hasn't figured that out yet. It's just, you know, one of those really, 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 really hard things for guys to figure out when they decide they're completely straight, because it looks really good on paper, but they can't figure out why it's never working out. Wow. How could it possibly not be working out by now? Like, that's really crazy. That's really, really, like, crazy, unless you're just gay, which is fine. Or a little bit bisexual, but mostly gay, and you just decided you were straight. Like, that happens all the time. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. If it's not something that applies to you, and you want to just pretend, like, just everybody can tell in a way, no offense, like, people can tell, and then it just looks like you're insecure at that point. If you're already, you know, then it just looks like, why don't you just be yourself? At this point, I've just decided I'm always going to think that that's everybody, and that could happen at any moment. It's just like no like attachment, you know, because all of these people are just, you know, they do the same thing, I guess. I don't know.